Welcome, 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 ladies and gentlemen. Adam here, aka the Sound Scotsman, and this is episode 27 of Smart Souls. Today is going to be quite a cool episode. We're going to cut the tail off that pesky dragon and kill him. We're going to meet a brand new NPC. We're going to get probably the best catalyst in Dark Souls for your sorceries. And speaking of sorceries, we're also going to get the final sorcery for the trophy, for the collecting all the sorceries trophy. There is four extra sorceries in the DLC, but that's a story for another day. For our purposes, we're going to get the last one, make that trophy ping. Quite satisfying. We're also going to get the only guaranteed blue Titanite Slab in the main part of the game. There is one other guaranteed blue slab in the DLC, but for our purposes just now, we'll treat that as the most important blue slab. You know yourself that sometimes crystal lizards will be generous and they'll drop you different things, and you might luckily get a blue slab, or you might get a lucky drop of a moonlight butterfly. You might get a blue slab that way, but none of that's really guaranteed. That's only luck. So for our purposes, this blue slab's the important one, and we'll get the other one in the DLC when we come to it, but, you know, for now, that's the point. The other thing I want to mention is a quick disclaimer. If you have not watched episode 26 of Smart Souls before doing this, then you are most likely going to miss out on some miracles. So I strongly suggest, even if you're having lots of fun as a Dark Moon Blade and you don't want to kill Gwendolyn right now, at least going back and watching episode 26 first, so you can go on the rescue mission and all that sort of stuff. You should really watch that now. Another point that I would like to make is the Avalon. This is also your kind of last chance to get the Avalon. That's it there. It's really, really cool crossbow. I'm going to just showcase it for you just now. If I had some bolts, that is. So like that is rapid fire, semi-automatic crossbow. So I don't know if you can actually get it by yourself. You probably can, by twisting the lever that we seen a couple of episodes ago. Not in this room here, but in the next door room. You twist the staircase, and then you jump down and you do a plunging attack and land perfectly on top of one of the bookcases, and then there's a chest in it, and that's the Avalon. I personally got a friend to twist the lever when I said, and then I hopped off, grabbed it that way, but you might not be so lucky. So trying to do it by yourself would probably be quite difficult. Before we head off though, remember and put your prism stones, remember and have only 79 on you just now, and put the other 20 into, or however many you have, into storage, because we're about to pick up 20. That's pretty much the main thing, is having quite a lot of prism stones so we can get that slab that I was talking about. I'm wondering as well, did you guys manage to get your Channeler's Trident? I hope so. And did you buy all the spells from Logan here? You don't have to do that right away, but I've bought them all anyway. And after you buy them all, then we kill the dragon, then we are able to get the final spell, final sorcery of the game. So let's do it. So the Avalon thing, the reason why I'm saying is you need to have a friend, or it would be advisable to get it now before you go on and take on the Crystal Caves, is, although this is the Duke's Archives and we're going into the Crystal Caves, the boss counts, the boss for the Duke's Archives is Seath the Scaleless, so it counts as 2 areas, that boss, so once we kill him we can no longer summon any friends in. There we go, 20 prism stones, now I have 99. So let's go meet our new NPC. Yep, time to take the Zwei, I think. Oh, gold pine resin as well. Oh, and there's another thing, while I remember. I now love Dark Souls Remastered more than I like the original copy of Dark Souls, because although you've seen all my sinning in the last episode, I cleansed my sins and I was able to rejoin the Forest Hunters Covenant without having to go to some random box, some secret box, and get the ring back out, all that sort of stuff. It just let me back in at the bonfire as soon as I'd cleansed my sins, so I was able to get a little bit more gold pine resin, which made me quite happy. So here we go, our new NPC friend is in here, this golden golem. Wow! He has one heck of a health pool. But they don't like gold pine resin. We know that. Yes, superb. That went perfect.
It was you who rescued me. Why, thank you. I am Zeath the Scaleless. I don't know how I ended up in that crystal. It wasn't terrible in there, but I could hardly move. I must think of some way to repay you.
So notice this is not the one we're used to. This is not Sigmire.
Oh, have you seen my father? You wouldn't miss him. A suit of armor just like mine.
Yes, we have seen him.
Thank goodness. I knew he was here somewhere. Well then, now I must find him. Thanks again, truly. Oh, just put me out of trouble. I'm good. Well then.
Okay, so that's Onion Bro's daughter. Anyway, I'm going to go around and kill all these blue golems and loot the treasure. Even round there and round there. But I'm not going to do this on film, just to sort of take the time down a little bit. So I'll see you once I've cleared nearly all of these guys out. So I've cleared out all the guys round that way. Also, I want to mention that she's back at Firelink Shrine right now. Well, she will be the next time you're there. I'm not personally planning on going back and speaking to her there, because I have a little theory. And I want to see how it plays out. So, feel free to go back and talk to her at Firelink if you want to. But either way, I will capture it on film what my theory is, and it has nothing to do with any trophies or anything like that. It's just an NPC questline. But I'm going to show you the quest line in full, just so you can enjoy it at least once. So this piece of treasure, that's what I wanted to show you. All that we got up the other side was a blue Titanite chunk, but this, the crystalline set. Down this way, there's another guy. I can't actually remember if he if he's actually protecting anything or not. So this might actually be a little bit of a waste of time, but we shall soon find out. These guys hit like a bloody tank. Oh, shout out to Paul as well, you know who you are, for reminding me that I forgot to switch to a slightly better catalyst, because I was still using the Witch Tree branch that has no scaling with intelligence. But now I actually do have some intelligence, so I switched back to the normal Sorcerer's Wand. These guys are a wee bit tricky because there's two of them. But hopefully, a couple of hits. I'll take that damage, that's fine. There we go. Of course, these guys are actually not weak to magic in any way. I was kind of hoping they would drop a blue chunk just to show you that they do drop them, but no such luck. Anyway, let's do it. Onward to the Crystal Caves. It's a beautiful looking area, I have to admit. Lovely looking area. If you're a faith build, you're quite happy doing this. With your lightning. But we will make do. Okay, so down here. Now you can see how the snow is dropping. Means there's actually, we can just walk right here. Get this piece of treasure. And drop down here. That moonlight butterfly, you could try and farm that later if you wanted to see if you could maybe luckily get some blue chunks or maybe even a blue slab. But he won't bother you if you don't bother him, put it that way at the moment. And you walk along here to this part. Hopefully some friendly person's left the message. You could use your prism stones if you're a wee bit nervous about that. Now this guy, we do actually have to kill him to get past. It's a wee bit unfortunate, but we're going to have to do what we have to do. Actually, maybe I could kill him in a few swings if I'm lucky. This part I really do not like. This is the worst part of the whole area, if I'm honest with you. See, trying to tank out that damage with him. It's not fun. One more hit, come on. There we go. Lucky. Lucky, lucky, lucky. Down this way. Now, probably hear a wee twinkle twinkle right now. So, leap down here, and then quickly, quickly, quickly into the cave, and hopefully you get the lizards. There's 3, I got 2 of them. I'm not going to quit reload right now. Instead, what I'm actually going to do is show you this. Across there, that piece of treasure there, that's a blue Titanite Slab. That's the one I was talking about. Now, it's going to take me a while to get over there, I'm not going to lie. It's going to take me a while, so I'm not actually going to do it on film on this episode, but if for any of you that thinks it's funny to watch me being tortured by the heights, because anybody that knows me knows I hate heights in the game, well, I will do it as a separate clip for those of you that want to laugh at my fear. So, I'll see you on the other side, guys. So I made it across for this blue slab. Hated every single moment of it. But I will not forget to upload it, so you can watch it as a separate clip, because most of you will probably get a kick out of how terrifying it actually is. I cannot stand heights in real life, and in the game, you see I used all 99 of my prism stones here. That was an absolutely stressful ordeal to make it over here. At least it's a little bit less stressful coming back the way. But I still do not like this. I do not like this at all. Not one eensy weensy teeny weeny little bit. Oh, I'm glad that's over. Until the next time, of course. That there, on that corpse, I cannot remember what it is exactly, but I remember it was something that was not important. It was something like a soul of a proud knight. I can't remember. I would be lying if I don't know what it is, but I do know it's nothing to do with our trophy, so it's nothing important. And of course I don't have any prism stones now, so we're just going to have to look for the snowflakes. Dropping down. Just to get us comfortably over. There we go. But I'm still glad I got the blue slab, to be fair. Even though it was an absolute nightmare. You'll see that I'm wearing full Havel's outfit, actually. Reason for that is the clams in this little area are vicious, vicious bastards, and I will take all the defense I can get, basically. Yeah, just for the clams, I've put a couple of pieces of Havel's outfit on. Now, he might go for you if you get too close. But just sticking there is okay. And remember, these guys, after we kill the boss, you can warp to that bonfire that's in there. Right, so you can go from the boss's bonfire if you want to farm these moonlight butterflies and try and get some, potentially maybe a blue slab drop, then be my guest. Go ahead and do that if you want to try. You might be at it a while, mind you, but they do apparently drop them. So now, remember there's a few episodes now ago that I mentioned the gold pine resin. And the whole reason I actually mentioned that gold pine resin was actually for this particular part. As well as fair enough, the blue golems, but these guys as well, they hate lightning. See what I mean? They frazzle. Oh, come on. It takes actually 3 hits to kill them with the gold pine resin. If I hadn't been using the gold pine resin, of course, it wouldn't have shocked them into that sort of a state. Look at that. So they would have kept coming straight for me. Purging stone, that's a nice drop right there. That is a nice drop. We've got 1, 2, at least another 3 clams to go. So what I'm going to do is annoy one of them, quickly buff with the gold pine resin, and hopefully, yeah, by the time he gets here, the gold pine resin is on. Jesus. Ooh, twinkling titanite as well. Lovely. They're really nice drops. I think that one is coming. Yep, good. Anyway, I'm going to finish taking off these guys out. Cannot believe it, but I did not realise these guys are actually weak to magic. What's this? Look at that. times I've played this game and I did not realise that these guys are actually okay for magic. Anyway, we have a boss fight to do, so getting the curse resistant uniform on would be absolutely wise. Crimson gloves, crimson waistcloth. Of course, we want the crown of dusk off. And what we want here is the Cursebite ring, naturally, and the blood shield. Yeah, that's good enough. Obviously waiting for that curse to run right down. How's the roll? The roll isn't great, to be honest. So, key thing with this fight is, you can see in the distance, that there. Right, now, the reason we couldn't kill Seath the Scaleless in the episode where we had to die was because we didn't have access to that. So that's the thing that actually lets us kill him. So we smash that, then we can beat him. Otherwise he will not die. So, Cursebite on. Crimson stuff. Right, we're ready to rock. So, my main thing about this is the boss first. Boss has to die. No, sorry, the tail has to come off more importantly than killing the boss. So, if I'm not going to manage to get the tail off, I'm just going to die. Because I don't really want to do this in New Game Plus. That's kind of the key thing. Oh, we are actually the correct way around. That's strange that they've done that. Right, here we go. Now we can kill him. But obviously we want the tail. So you'll see there's three, so it's the middle one that we want. And he does obviously turn around because he knows that we want his tail. I don't know how he knows, but he knows. This is probably the hardest tail cut in the game, I would say. Not including the DLC, of course. The DLC cut is pretty damn tough. Position's no good. Now obviously, if you're doing this and you have your friend in the front, distracting him, that's it, it's the tip of that tail. There we bloody go. About absolutely about time. Moonlight Greatsword. So you would not want to do this, of course, in New Game Plus. So I've probably cut out half this boss fight because I was literally running around crazy just trying to get that tail and he kept turning around. So the point is, get a friend to do it, get a friend to distract them. But you can do it this way, it is possible. This is only my first attempt and I did manage it, it just took bloody forever. There we go. Happy days. Good riddance, you pesky dragon. One humanity. Spent 6 on the boss fight. There we are. Ta-da! But that's finally the end of the boss fight. But it's not the end of the episode because we have another couple of really cool things coming up, so stay tuned for that. So it's very unlike me to cut out part of a boss fight, but to be honest with you, that fight was actually over 13 minutes long and about 5 minutes of it was me just running around trying to catch his tail, so I thought it was a wee bit boring for you guys to watch. I even had to switch weapons during the fight, so I cut out that. But anyway, before the next part, you want this guy, you want to buy all his stuff, and you want him to start going crazy, just like that. But the key thing with the boss fight is perseverance, getting round the back of the tail, or bringing a friend. I usually get my friend Jude to help me, shout out to Jude. And that makes it substantially easier, having someone just round the front distracting, and then you could even use the Zwei like I was trying to do, couple of hits and the tail pops right off. So there isn't any right or wrong answer to which direction to come from to go for this stuff, but that's where we killed the Fang Boars. I went from the Anor Londo bonfire and then just ran straight up. I find it a wee bit faster just because there's a wee bit less enemies to kill, so I came from this direction, but at the same time, from the last bonfire that we were at, you could have easily done it that way as well. You could have actually circled round, particularly if you're after trying to kill as many channelers as you can. Anyway, we're now going for the best catalyst in the game. We're going for the large Magic Ember. We're going for the last sorcery. If you've not forgotten to get any, of course. I actually did forget to pick up my copy of Repair this playthrough, but I think I get another chance actually from the mushroom in the DLC, so I might actually be able to get that last miracle yet. And there is also another little cheeky surprise in this room as well, so I'm going to show you that too. But the main thing is, make sure that Big Hat Logan is gone crazy, mad, insane. Because even the big man himself has turned hollow, unfortunately. Anyway, believe it or not, the Prince of Darkness himself is actually weak to magic. So I might actually just give myself a little... Yeah, I might even give myself a little sorcery boost, why not? It should be over pretty quickly. Ugh, there's nothing to it. His HP is actually nothing. There we go. Didn't even hit him with my sword once. Sorry, Big Hat. There we go. That's the last sorcery. Hopefully you have just had a satisfying ping for the trophy. And the tin cat. Oh, okay. I was expecting Logans Catalyst, actually. Yes, but that does have an S scaling with intelligence, so that is actually superb. Looks a wee bit weird, but hey ho. Anyway, this prize. The large Magic Ember. Yeah. Happy days, we can now make a +10 magic sword. Have one in mind. But don't forget your little prize round here. We're about to get a soul of a great hero, I believe it's called. I can never remember the name of this one, but it's worth 20,000 souls. There we go. I knew it was here somewhere. Ta-da! Soul of a great hero. 20,000 souls. So, thanks for watching everybody, and we'll see you in episode 28 of Smart Souls. Ciao for now. Oh, unless there's something I forgot, of course. Oh yes. Never remember. You come back here. There. Logans Catalyst. That's what I really wanted. So we've collected 2 amazing catalysts, cut the tail off the dragon, and a whole bunch of other stuff in this episode. But you didn't think I was really going to leave you wondering what the hell this piece of treasure was, did you? Geronimo! A blue chunk. So not worth it. See you in episode 28, guys. Ciao for now.